Hello guys, so first of all thank you so much for reaching me 100 subscribers within a month. And right now I'm gonna talk about CPT and OPT. This video can be a longer, can be a boring, but I will explain you each and every details about CPT, like what are the documents requirement, what are the documents requirement from your employer, from your university, from your side, and what are the new rules right now for CPT students or for OPT students, and each and everything in a detail. So do not skip anything and please watch whole video. So what I'm gonna do is I will divide this video in a two separate part for CPT and OPT, so you can find a link below in the description for OPT. And also if you like my video, please share, subscribe my channel and share, and don't forget to press like button. So let's start our video quickly. So first of all, let me tell you what I'm going to cover in this video. So first of all, I'll tell you what is CPT, then the new rules for and required document, then application process for the CPT, and last I will tell you some examples like how you can manage your CPT days and how you can extend your CPT and everything. So let's start quickly. So first of all, what is CPT? So CPT is curricular practical training. So your CPT is offered by sponsoring employer through your cooperative agreement with the university. So you will need documents from your employer and from your university, both to maintain your status in United States. So first of all, let's talk about rules and rules. What are the rules you need to carry before applying for CPT? So first of all, you should be on a active F1 student visa. The second rule is you should fully enroll in 2 semesters. So that means if you join in spring 2019, then you should be finished spring 2019 and spring to fall 2019. Then and only then you can apply for CPT. Suppose you came in a fall 2019, then you need to finish fall 2019 and spring 2020, so that you can apply for CPT in summer, because 90% of people use summer semester for their internship, or we call it CPT, so internship or co-op. So that is all comes in under CPT. So you can do CPT in your fall semester and spring semester too. So let me tell you in more details. There are two kind of CPT. First of all, part-time CPT and full-time CPT. So your part-time CPT is like if you work less than 20 hours a week, then it's called part-time CPT, and there is no such rule in part-time CPT, like you can work as many as more days you want to work. But in a full-time CPT, which is more than 20 hours a week, you can only work 364 days as a CPT. If you want to work more than 364 days, then you have to use your OPT period. So if you work more than 364 on CPT, then you will lose your eligibility for OPT. So I would prefer you to, if you are working as a CPT in different companies or in different semesters, then only check your total days. You can check your dates in a backside of your I-20. I will tell you the application process, and I will tell you where you can find your total, how many days you work in CPT, so that will be easy for you. Then the third documents required is you must have your job offer letter in your hand. Without job offer letter, you can't apply for CPT. Then the fourth one is your CPT or your internship. It should be related to your field. If you are doing mechanical engineering, then your CPT should be related to quality, manufacturing, production, something like that. The fifth rule is you must enroll in at least 1 credit for CPT. So now what is application process for CPT? So first of all, the first document you require is a job offer letter. You need a job, or you need an internship or co-op agreement with your employer. Then and only then you can apply for CPT. So once you get your job offer letter, then go to your academic advisor. So every department has their own advisor, like HOD. So once you will go to your advisor, then you will show your offer letter. In your offer letter, they mention your join date and your end date, because it's internship, and they also mention your job description, like what kind of role you're gonna perform in company. So you will discuss your job description with your academic advisor, and then based on it he will approve your CPT. So after that he will give you a CPT agreement form, and once you will fill it up agreement form, then you need to submit this to your international student organization. So once you submit this form, and you need to submit your I-94 and your passport copy. So once you submit all these 3 documents, then your ISO will take 7 to 10 business days to generate your I-20. So once you will get your CPT I-20, on the back side on the second page they will mention your employer name, then your start date and end date, and I think that's it. They mention like this. So suppose your CPT is approved for 3 months or for 90 days, then after 50 or 60 days you decide to change your employer, then you need to inform your university, because you can only work for this employer and for this period of time. So if you change your employer or if you change your dates, then you need to inform your academic advisor and your international student organization. So they will issue a new I-20, and based on your new I-20 you can work for a new employer. If you are doing a part-time internship, then there is no any problem, because there is no such rule for part-time internship. But if you are doing a full-time internship, then how can you manage your 364 days? How will you get to know that how many days you have worked for full-time or something like that? So every employer you work for, in your they will mention, your ISO department will mention on the back side of your I-20 with employer name and date. So you need to count that first and last date too. Suppose it's from 1st January to 31st January, then your total working days is 31 days. Suppose you take off, like suppose you are sick and you take off in between this period, then also your total CPT days will count 31 days. They will not deduct your take off like Saturday, Sunday off, then your sick leave or something like that. Everything count in between these 2 dates. So whatever dates mentioned in your I-20, it will count as your working days or your CPT days. So suppose you work for first company you work for 20 days, second company you work for 50 days, and third company you work for 30 days. So then your total CPT is like 100 days if it is full-time CPT. So whoever is going to work for a full-time CPT, please do not exceed more than 364 days, otherwise you will lose your 3 years of OPT. If you are in a STEM, of course. If you are not in a STEM, then you will lose your 1 year OPT. So that's all for the CPT, and for the second video like OPT, I'm gonna put you a link in the description. If you have any question, comment me below. I will reply you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching.